Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How many good evenings can we fit into one evening? Welcome to Matchday 14 of Season 7 for another WenDirk Watchalong. Obviously, you know me by now, Jimbo. Cal doesn't turn up to these. He only turns up to the occasional pack drop stream when he feels like it. And sometimes he doesn't even turn up to it. No, he always turns up to a Sunday recording, to be fair. We always done those together. Welcome in, Zuta, Snake, Nathan, Benny, and Bongiano. Welcome to you 5. Thank you for being here. I hope you're all having a great start of your week. Apologies if you've had to pause the podcast that we just dropped exactly an hour and a half ago, really. Already got links flying in. Love that, Bongiano. Of course we can. You got 3 minutes. We can get that one up for sure. Right, I'll just pull it up and get it on my screen, then we can transfer over to it when it kicks off in a few minutes' time. Same for you, Zuta.
Flash of the week.
8:43. So in 40, however many minutes' time that is. Can't do the maths quick in my head. Because I've not even looked what the time is down below. Hello, all. Just come back from a 2-week holiday. Well, I'm good, all right. Holidays, mate. Holidays. Fair enough. I can't say anything because I know big Mr. K, who's in here, will give me grief for it. Welcome. What have I missed? What have you missed? That's a really good question. You missed a great pack drop stream last week. No Calva, so Nepenthes joined me, which was great to have Nep in there. Bongiano, thank you very much for that subscription, for that resub for 6 months at Tier 1. Bosh, love that from you, sir. I did see that 4 days ago. You continued their sub from their Prime/gift, so I guess that's that happening as well. So thank you very much for that, Bongiano. No Calva, so great pack drop. We can go a bit off course, you see. We can get a bit more chaotic in those pack streams, which apparently you guys like. But we do miss the phenomenal quizzes. Like, you know, my quizzes are good, but Calva's are just perfecto. Right, let's change screen here so we can at least get this on so I don't forget to put this game on. Unacceptable, got 30 minutes left. Yeah, you would have 30 minutes left, about an hour and 40, that one. Wanwood, where have you been? Where have you been? Was it a good holiday? It must have been for 2 weeks, right? Hello, Big Ed. Shut up, Blades. Sack the host. Deservedly as well. True, fair enough, fair enough. Match day 14. We are, how many games away now? What, 22 in a season. 8 match days left. Which is kind of mad that actually the last match day of the season is next Wednesday. Nova Scotia. Fair play. Wanwood, whereabouts are you from? I could just go look at MFL, to be fair. They might tell us on there. Which... Bongiana, right, we're in the green. Ah, you're Scottish. I was gonna say, didn't think you were like. Oh, okay, original Scotia. Oh, gotcha. That's where the reasoning for going there was. I'll do one. I'll do one blade. In all fairness, I thought you meant the Wyverns and your Mustang team in the league. It was not clear at all that it was to do with talking about MFL and suddenly you want to make a bet on IRL. I'll do one though. Oh, my hair is so fucked today. You know when you get out of the shower, and like you don't dry your hair immediately, so whatever position your hair was in, it just sort of sticks there for the rest of the day. So I've now just got this bit here is just like slushed back. Don't really like it. Looks well weird. Think was you was Rit Pos. Oh, what a goal that is. Does it ever make sense whatever Blade says? No. Blades. Also, I was you with Millwall. Is that English? Blades, are you English? Never asked that question. We just made the assumption you are. Or he just types so quickly, doesn't really get to read what he's typed because he's too busy dealing with all of the people trying to illegally use public transport, aka trains, along the route of Sheffield. He's from Sheffield, to be honest. He won 500 on roulette. I don't know. I've got this picture of you in my head of who you are as a person, and I don't think I'm that far off what you actually are like. He's always counting cards in the casino. I just feel like he just comes in here and goes, he's working, he's watching the stream, chatting gibberish, and then just goes, yeah, but I just won $500 on roulette. It looked like a training. Was it not a training jersey you had on the Leeds one? I didn't recognise it from unless it's a third kit. The thing is, I reckon when that happens, Blades, and you turn up, I'll be able to figure out who you are straight away. I reckon there's something about it. I'll be able to go, that's Blades. That is Blades. Public enemy number one, Mr. Snake. You spent it already. What did you spend? Oh, I saw you bought a few players in MFL. This is a hell of a goal. Bongiano, you are cooking this guy, fella. I did see that, yeah, you bought 2 more players. Right back and a goalkeeper. I imagine 6 foot, bald and jacked. I reckon, Blaze, do you wear like a beanie or a cap? I feel like you might be like a beanie man. Whatever that means. Bongiano, you're cooking this guy at the half, to be fair. 3-1. Yeah, beanie man for sure. For sure. What a ball across that is. This keeper is pants in goal, by the way. Actually, I probably should use a traction engine for that. That feels like a traction engine. Ah, we've got tractors going past as well. How coincidental.
He must have a foot like a traction engine.
What is their keeper like 2'3"? Captained him. Siegfried Jacobs. Oh, you got Sancho at the back. No wonder you're playing piss. Oh, it's Girthquake. Why is that name so funny? Nah, he's a cat man. Okay, he's a cat man. Do you reckon it's like snap back front or like snap back like to the side? Do you reckon he just has it like sort of at an angle, reliving the like the late noughties days, early teens? full side or just like, you know, like sort of like an acute angle? Is it an organic angle which Blades has his cap at? You are starting to cook with this team. What are the overall differences? Finally starting to cook, brother, and you're playing against 50s. To be fair, this is it Nicolaisen? Yeah, I could have guessed that name. 79 shooting in Spark. Ugh, that's going to destroy everyone. Tilted upwards to the side. Like, if we were to get the... This won't be the best example because... But it'll be... I reckon he has it a bit like that. Oh, it's not a snapback. But I reckon Blades has it a bit like that. Bit like that. Fag in mouth, roulette on the other phone, on the other hand. Ah, shit. Or do you reckon he's a vape nation? Big SUFC Blades with the vapes. This is Blades for sure. He's not said no in all fairness. He's not denied it. The chance is slim, but it's not zero. Good evening, good afternoon, Mr. Wilb. Nice result, Bongiano. Nice result. Yeah, this is what Zutek reckons Blades looks like, by the way, folks. Just for you to not click that picture. He reckons Blades looks like this. This might be SUFC Blades. Come on, then. I'm from Sheffield. Chav Scally. We'll leave that there. Is it dead? Do you think it's dead? Good old Devo. Got more hair? Yeah, that's why we wear a cap then, isn't it? Bald. Do you wear that sort of cap, though? And like the little blonde... Are they blonde highlights? I can't tell. It might be at the top there. Billy Sharp tattoo. Most likely, yeah. For those of you who don't know, I got my first legendary. Bosh. And even today, he went up. Custom 8 hours ago. 8 hours ago? That's not going to be enough, is it? 16 hours ago. And this morning he went up another +1. I mean, piss all in pace, but I don't mind pace because obviously it has zero contribution towards his overall, which you can say is quite annoying, but it's quite nice that you can just keep racking up pace. And then defence going a +1. Could be better, could be worse. But Dixon, for me, my rotational left mid. Excuse me! Can you stop? Bloody tractors. James Dixon. Look at this. He's my rotation player, +3 this season. And even when he's not playing, he's been progressing. So I'm kind of got to give him a bit more games because I've kind of neglected him for a number of seasons. No Sheffield United tattoos, just kids' names and a tribal. What, like... What's the Na'vi? You got the Na'vi tribe? Please tell me someone gets that reference. Please, someone gets that reference. Have made any progression from the games so far that have any games in? Nope. Nice. When does my team kick off? Hopefully soon. I see if you really break out of the internet. That's what I'm hoping. Drods. Let's go back to Drods quickly. See, Drods I always knew was going to get legendary because I bought him when he was a... Why does it not load properly sometimes? I bought him when he was a... What's that? 84, 83, 82. When he was an 81. So after it, when he was 24 years old, I bought him, and I was like, right, even if he peaks now, because of the extra 20% from his prime age, he will become a legendary. So I'm hoping now that he at least gains like 1 or 2 more, become like 87 rated, and that's really nice then. If I can have an 87 rated player till he's like 33 years old, I will 100% take that. The one that's really pissed me off of all my players is Pascal Trinidad. He went up +9 in his first 3 seasons and then has just stifled since then. And I refuse to believe he's not going up anymore aside from prime age, like the last 20% of his progression or potential. If he only gains, what was it, 9 now plus another 20%, what's that, 11 or so? If he goes up 2 more, I'll be pissed. I reckon I could have sold him for an absolute fortune. I say fortune, probably I reckon about $300, if not more, at the age of 20 or 19, going +3 every season. I reckon I could have made bank on that, but I didn't. I packed him from a 17-year-old, and I was adamant to continue that on. Dane, what's good, sir? Raffle later, thank you very much. I did realise I kept it in the title, but I thought, fuck it, I'm going to keep it in there. Hope you're doing a grand, Dane, on a Monday afternoon for you. Hello. Should have bought Squirtle, no chance. Had a 47 left mid go +7 this season, already straight from a reward pack. Bosh. And later on this week will be bloody tractors again, baby. Are they is it, oh fucking hell, man. It's tractor season. Just put we have got a giveaway later. And then during the week, probably on Wednesday or Thursday, so I'm going to stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, potentially Friday, but definitely Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll do the uncommon reward pack giveaway for those who, that if you've entered or not from the hashtag. Does anyone have any knowledge on if the common player reward pack's ever getting restocked? Because I feel like it's been like that for 2 weeks now. Had a guy go 6 seasons between +1s. Maybe there's hope left for Mr. Vukotic. Yeah, they've not been good at refilling them. It's even like Vukotic as well. He might have just been really unlucky with prime age, but what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus an extra 20. So we're talking one extra 2. A minimum 2 rating will go up to 83. Yeah, I'll still take that. One of those $1 players I picked up is mid-season. Is that the one people were saying? Is that the lottery ticket one's Big Wheel when someone said they packed him, sold him, and it went too quickly? Because I always never know where to put that in the Discord. Like, do you put in idea, suggestion? I've got an idea, guys. We should refill the common reward packs. Is that an idea? Is it a bug? It's not been refilled? Is it an engine feedback? Main chat? I mean, ideally, I could probably just chuck it in our captain's chat and go, guys, can you just refill these? But it's been like that for at least 2 weeks. Because I've got 1,400. No, 1,100, sorry. I want to get another one to do in a... Obviously, I can go buy one off Floaty, of course, but it'd just be nicer if I got the reward there to go and actually give one away like that. Remember, folks, if you've got games going on and you want them being showed on stream, next one we've got quite a nice quiet schedule so far, but I'm not saying anything about that because it'll probably fly in a second. We've got Zutert versus Parma, the Lviv derby, at in what's that? Like 15 minutes time, 16 minutes time, I think, actually, to be precise. Nope, 26 minutes time. If anyone's got any games going on, drop the link in chat and we'll watch them. Yep, not that one, actually. I bought off Fraj. Wow, fair play. I wish I'd make the rest of the reward pack shiny. I suppose you guys can't see... Oh, you can see my mouse. I didn't show up for a second then. Is that someone running? Fair play, some geezers out on a run. What is the temperature outside? It is bloody hot here. Oh, it's just humid though. It's hot but humid. It's in 27 degrees with humidity of... This morning it was 95%, but now we're about 76%. Then Wednesday's temperature gets to 30 degrees with humidity of about 60 during the day. Nice. It's cooled down now, that's the main thing. Let's stick on a game from someone that's in my schedule. Oh no, the Worms should be kicking off soon. The Snakes linked the game. Is this going on right now, is it, Snake? Right here? No, it's going on in like a couple of hours' time. For fuck's sake, just a picture of Blades. I'm going to make sure everyone believes that's Blades, by the way. Ooh, PJ Cameron? Yeah, let's watch PJ Cameron. Good old Ballybrampton. No, we're not going to watch we're not going to watch Ballybrampton because... Oh, Burger. Siegfried Burger. Because he's not playing my player. So I will rebel against showing that game. Is this one? No. What time does Andrew Laird's game kick off at? Oh, I've got a hell of a break. Oh, we'll watch this one then. Unless someone else has put one in chat quickly. Lol, that's me. Let's pop a game in here quickly whilst we're So the round of quarterfinals is tomorrow. Has anyone still got teams in the cups? Or you like me and got all yours knocked out? Although I got one through to the knockouts. It got knocked out. Didn't know you had a player on one of my teams. Is it one of your teams, was it? Did it come up as... is it you? I didn't see it was... I guess I don't recognise the name of the team. How long have you had that? Ah, you've only had it since 4 days ago. I was going to say because Maek Lamia is definitely not a team that you've had for a while. I know that for a start. Got one in 7 minutes, Bosh. 2 out of 2. Love that one, Wood. All out. It's annoying when you get them all out, isn't it? Even if you got one still in, even if it's not you like the one that earns the most MFL, but just having something in there of a way to get MFL and just win a trophy for the season, it's just nice, right? Got one team in the quarterfinals. Love that, Nathan. Benny's got 3 teams left. Benny, what are your thoughts on that penalty last week? And do you think Ipswich were lucky? The only answer is yes, by the way. My ice team's still in the cup, Bosh. Big Will's got game in 7 minutes. Perfecto. You ignored my question earlier. The only thing I can think of is... Are you talking to me there, Snake? Oh, Mr. K, sorry, no, it's because it's in between the message, don't worry. I got 4 out of 7 through to the next round after losing 2 shootouts. Oh yeah, the 3-1. Worse than Liverpool, some say. 4 out of 7 is pretty good. That was over half. You take over half. Penal day, the best teams pick up points when they play rubbish. It is when Hurst went, that's what I do, this is what I do. Bro, your team's first shot on target, you've scored in the 96th minute. I did think Birmingham's first goal should have stood. Kyogo was never was it Greaves? Never a foul. Like, incredibly soft. Incredibly soft. What do you think to my new lads then, Jimbo? It's crying with a generational gap. A foul all day. Take your Ipswich tinted glasses off, Benny. You did get Akpom on loan though, haven't you? Which is well needed, because I won't lie, Hurst and Broad had a wank for this div. I'm going to say it now. Atrocious players for this division. You need someone with actual championship quality. El Mohammedi's washed. barely played in the Championship when you bought him from like League 1 and League 2. Hurst and Broadhead barely played when in the Championship. Broadhead maybe more so. Hurst will score more than anyone. If we lose Sargent, probably will. Hurst stinks though. Was useless in the air. Hurst is horrible. You need someone who's not like a lanky bastard and useless pace, useless in the air. You need someone physical. He's got a little bit of physicality to him. But Akpom's a good signing though. That's the sort of player you need. You need someone like that. What is this? What? I'm sure. No, that's fine, Mr. K. You're a small lad. It's all right. You're a small man. What? Blades, what the hell? Like his dad, stupid Wednesday. So Hurst is the enabler. He's the pre-assist, we call it. He's the pre-assist. Is Medic a starter? Yes, Medic started. I was looking forward to watching Medic play, actually. Turns out, I reckon a tugboat would beat him in a race over 2 yards. Watched him for Scotland against Liechtenstein and he was getting bullied. Are the pens at the end of knockouts different than before? I've noticed a different success rate from even mid-game pens. I ain't got a clue if they're separate, sort of like, if they're separate Big Wilb. My assumption would be no, because it's just different, but that's a good question to ask the team. Yeah, Medic is permanent. Like, the thing is though, as well, like Millwall deservedly beat us at the weekend. Like they missed an open goal from 2 yards. Which, if by the way, if that player is that in reference, Zuta, to just his debut goal, I've never seen any other shots from him apart from that. But it's, you know, Millwall deservedly won. Their team is made up of players who have played with each other for a long while. Our midfield duo, Topic and Wright was like, Topic literally joined on Thursday morning, and we had 2 training sessions with him. We've got Watford away in the cup tomorrow, which is really tough because usually those cup games you can get quite fortunate with who you're playing against. You can be playing against a League 1 or a League 2 side. But no, we've managed to get picked up against.
Flash of the week.
Just dropping in to give you my primer Jimbo. 6 months already. Romantic face emoji.
Romantic face emoji. Kev, I love that from you. Appreciate you dropping by. Hope your Monday has been great. To give you my primer. 6 months. That is mad. 6 months. What's that? 11th of February. Wow, February. That's crazy, isn't it? Thank you, though, Kev. You absolute legend. Thank you, sir. And you can continue doing whatever you were going back to doing now. Probably, oh, what a screamer. Probably, figuring out some more tactics. I've paused your game, by the way, Big Will. Just so you know, Broadbean would be the best player, trust me. The fact you call him Broadbean just fills me with absolute certainty that I've actually just typed in fucking Broadbean into SofaScore then. How old is 27? How the hell has he got 14 caps for Wales? The Bean Boy. Ballybrampton Bears. Well done, Aaron. Right. Big Vilb. Come on then, Big Wilb. What are the overalls looking like here? Oh, bit of a fatigued striker there. Oh, playing against a bit of fatigue as well. 80 rated. In ice. Are you taking the piss, son? 27 years old. Are you top of this league, by the way, Big Wilb? Because if you're not, I think you should be ashamed of yourself. Right. Let's hit it, Big Wilb. Top Shagger. Yeah, need to dip out. We'll catch a stream soon. Love that from you, Kev. Take care, big man. Unit game at 20:45. We've got one at we can watch it, Blades, but it will be after Zooturt's game, which starts 2 minutes before your one. So we can still watch it though. To be fair, he didn't play more than 10 games for us. Yeah, yeah. When we looked at some of his stats, he didn't play many games for Ajax. So it wasn't really. Oh, it's an equaliser.
Oh, it's an equaliser.
Top league, anyway. Yeah, we've got Watford in the Cup away, which is a tough game tomorrow. We'd like to have a League 1 or League 2 side, but I think we'll go into it with wanting to win. Obviously, Manny's not going to want to lose that game. But I quite like those games because you get to see some of usually the players who don't start at the weekend will obviously play those midweek games because of fitness and things like that. And then, though, if they play well, they're straight into the starting lineup on Saturday. Forgot how many games you play at this level. Yeah, you play an unreal amount of games. I did see, though, I think it's 5 games or 4 league games. And then it's internationals. And then it's 5 league games, internationals, 5 league games, internationals, and there's no more till like March or so. I hate international breaks with a passion. I can't stand them. These ones not so much because they're World Cup qualifiers, right? But it's World Cup qualifiers. It's the Nations League one that do me in. So, oh yeah, brilliant. Let's watch a Nations League game. Yeah, lovely. Cheers. Really want to watch that. Thank you. You know, can't stand those. By 4 points. Cure. Whoa, blasted over the bar. Blasted over the bar. Stats looking pretty even. Near enough same XG. Although, you know, we shouldn't really be focusing on the old XGmas. To those of you who are tuning in from the YouTube side of life, if you're watching on YouTube and haven't liked the stream, please do so. It very much helps the stream out. And same for following, or if you're not following on Twitch, but you're watching but not following, hit that follow button to make sure you never miss a WenDirk stream, whether that's a watch-along, some general like tips and advice, those preparation streams to do before the season starts, but more importantly, the pack drop streams. I don't want to miss those. I can't enjoy the international breaks despite the fact that Ireland's sucking nuts right now. No, I appreciate the honesty, Nathan. I don't like them because it interrupts domestic games. I'm not against international football. I just don't like the disruption of domestic leagues. That's basically my take on it. Pop this down slightly. Good evening, Watford baby. Watford baby, remind me, are you actually a Watford fan? Oh, what a goal. If you look at the 80 rated centre back, his non-defensive stats are mediocre. Oh, he's one of those one-trick ponies. But still, though, 89 defence against was ultimately going to be sort of like bang average Strikers. Oh, what a chance. Bang. Oh, it's an equaliser again.
Oh, it's an equaliser.
Oh. Watford, baby, don't worry. I'm not looking forward to either tomorrow. It's more so a frustrating one because one of us teams will go out tomorrow. And that's quite big because it's two big championship sides. Yes, I said it. Two big championship sides getting knocked out early doors. The earliest round for our clubs in the cup. It's going to be enough. English fans hate internationals, then all wang each other off about it coming home 5 minutes later. That's in our DNA. It's in our DNA. We are bred like that. But it is coming home though. I don't know what the odds. I imagine the odds for that game are pretty even. No. Because you lost away at Charlton 1-0 on Saturday lunchtime, wasn't it? In the 94th minute or so. So I can't see you guys wanting to back down. But what sort of depth have you got in your squad? That's the thing I think we've got a decent job of this season. We've got quite a nice bit of depth and variation in our squad. Oh yeah, the Porto game kicks off soon. I want to keep an eye on the Porto game, folks. From a Borja Thines point of view. The EFL Cup. What are the odds on this game then? Norwich. Where is it? Yeah, you're just about favourites. Which kind of makes sense, really. You're one of our bogey teams, though, when we play at your place. Even though we beat you last year. Does Gibbs play? I don't ask my thoughts on Gibbs. I think Gibbs is an absolute criminal of a football player. Do not know how he's allowed to be a professional. If you want free money, bet on us to draw or lose to Bromley. The joy of international is how shit we are. Oh, I need to pause my game. I've not paused my own game. And I'm winning 2-0 as well. 2-1. I mean, we had Irakunda on the bench, but we have a few people out. Yeah, your Georgian player is unbelievable. I was trying to find him in your squad on Saturday and didn't see he was on the bench either. I thought he'd been sold, and I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if you'd sold him because how good a player he is. Yeah, not great. Yeah, Gibbs is a fraud. Gibbs is the sort of player that when you watch him, you wonder how does it look like it's his first time touching a football. Sony on the YouTube side, it'd be more entertaining if you had multiple groups of 18 countries that can only field. It'd be more entertaining if you had multiple groups of 18 countries that can only field one player per country. Am I being a donut in how I'm reading that? Oh, so a team made up of 18 and they could only use one player from each country. To be fair, you can argue that's most teams these days. There's so many diverse nationalities within football teams, especially in the top divisions. You basically get that. A draw, big Wilb. What does that do for you in the league, sir? Oh, you need an international break. That's tough. Oh, you're right, though. You still maintain that 4-point gap because Quinny drew against Alexis. Right, let's catch the end of this. Wyverns game. Oh, not Wyverns, Worm game. Catch the end of the Worms. He was supposed to be so good when he was in the academy. Scott McTominay, Ballon d'Or. I believe he played a whole team of international players at the weekend, not a single English player. Yeah, still first. He's still first. You're doing alright, Big Bob. Scotty McTom. I heard it was actually Kenny McLean and Grant Hanley. Did Grant Hanley get a shift in this week for Hibs? In their 2-2 draw? Oh, he did! He played 59 minutes and dropped an absolute 6.3 clanger. Wanwood, are you pretty knowledgeable on like Scottish top tier? The player I've had on so rare for ages. I never use him, but I always wonder what he's doing. Joe Newell for Hibs? Is he just dead? Is he just dead? Love to see it. By the fact he's not played since February or so, I kind of want to think it's an ACL. I could literally just Google it myself, to be fair, mate. But I've just... Has not played since the end of December. Targeting return to training at the start of August. He's quite a big player for Hibs, though, no? So look, I had him a couple of years ago. His rare card is so rare because I used to be one of those farmers who farmed Threshold. I just kept him in there, and he used to be like decent. We wanted Lennon Miller, but he rejected us. Ah, he's the fullback, right? The Australian fullback, is that Lennon Miller? If we're talking about Hibs still. I'm fuming. I would have got a top 50 fish MLS for Sarah, but Zach Stephen had to go and concede to drop the clean sheet points. I was hoping for a banger. Oh, 3-1. Oh, centre mid, Lennon Miller. There is a lad, Miller, who plays for fullback, though, for Hibs, though, isn't there? Is it Miller? Fisher? Miller, Fisher? Fisher? Miller? Centre mid for Motherwell. Oh, okay. There's definitely a Miller who plays for Hibs, I'm pretty sure. Rovers. Fair play. That's rogue. I had a decent lineup for SO7 for All-Star. Bloody Racing Genk let me down yesterday. Yeah, Fatu and Mavadidi are nuts players for this level. For our level. Although I can still get a decent score if Boas Signs pops off this evening at home to Porto on his league debut. Daude da Costa. Jack Clark's a really good player, but he's just... I always find it a bit of a confusing one when players perform really well in the league for a season, then go up with a promoted side who are going to get battered and don't play much, and then it's almost stifles their development for a season. I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, Zagreb Stacks will do well this year. A lot of the Leicester players, I've kept a fair few of them, to be fair. Even people like, oh, what a miss, man. Even people like Patson Daka, like a bit of a wash striker these days, but he's still decent. Yeah, Clark and Philogene as individuals are great players. I think they just need to be embedded. They need to have consistent game time, be embedded into your system. How are people paying or wanting to pay 35 mil? Get out! Oh, fuck's sake! 35 mil from our Hudson. Amara's a decent player, to be fair to him. Yeah, but 35 mil. That's the English tax, isn't it? That's the English tax of the modern game. Right, I need to pause your game, Zuta, and then Blades. Bobadilla. Arnaldo Bobadilla. Yeah, George Hurst on Friday dropped the biggest stinker. Exactly. Watford, we were saying this like 25 minutes ago. And I'm glad someone has dropped into the chat and just said this with no incentive either. Benny in the mud. Right. 1 game paused. 2 game paused. Don't worry, I got it. Winewood, your ball knowledge is horrifying. Mari's worth 100 mil. I know someone who named his dog. He named his dog Amari. Alf Hutchinson. Congrats to the Worms. Woo! 3-1 win, even though my CDM is an absolute fucking stinker. Oh well. SUFC Blaze, by the way, folks. Let it be known. Right, good luck, Zuta. Unless Palmer magically drops himself in here. We're all Zuta, aren't we? Oh, big old tractor coming down, folks. Might mute my mic here for a second as it goes by. I don't even think scoring 20 in this div is even that impressive. Saying that as someone who's a Norwich player, hasn't done that for like 4 seasons. But if you are one of the best teams in the division, scoring 20 as your main striker is not difficult. Fucking Timo Pukki with 25 pasted at 2 years on the bounce. And then got 2 10-plus seasons in the Prem. Pukki is so far ahead of Hurst. Yeah, this is exactly what I said, Watford. He has the audacity to say, this is what I do, after scoring his team's first shot on target. That's me going past egging your windows for this slander. Lviv. Exactly, it's Lviv versus Lviv. Oh, get rid of that. Sorry, Blades. Did you rate? I've not checked them out yet, Blades, I'm completely honest. After your game, we'll go have a look. Hope you will thump Wrexham this season. Oh, I loved it when Wrexham lost. Definitely not because I had a bet on them to lose, but I loved it. Toby! What's up, gossip boy? There's no IPA this evening, unfortunately. I need to stick to just pure H2O because of the heat and humidity. I need to just keep myself properly hydrated. I'm not looking forward to streaming on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday's going to be fucking hot. Immensely hot on Wednesday. With all due respect, Rodini got 20 plus straight seasons and he was bang average. Both Dini and Pookie took you guys up, so wouldn't be mad at that. God, I miss Timo Pukki. Although I always said that every time Timo Pukki strike the ball, it always looked like he'd never kicked a football in his life before. Surely the WenDirk budget can stretch to some AC. Not in this gaff, mate. Maybe in the new gaff, whenever I get it with my girlfriend. When we get our own place. Oh, what a goal! Stanislaw Grabarak? Can I just pronounce that Grabarak? Nah. Grabarshik. Yeah, Pukki's technique was horrific. There's a goal against Wigan he scored, and his leg is like this. It's an awful photo. It looks like he's broken his ankle. I do have an AC. I do have a fan in here. But I don't know if you guys can hear that. By the sound of things, you can hear a little fan in the background. I apologise. If George Hurst hits a Mitrovic and gets 40 goals a season, whatever it was, I'll take it back. I feel like for me to be quiet about slandering Hurst, he has to drop a 25 plus. He has to drop a 25 plus, and yeah, that's all really. If any of you have the displeasure of waiting Ben Johnson this season, he generally cannot kick a ball. I was a bit sus when I saw him play last season, and I saw him play, and I loved it when buddy Ashley Young came on and got booed to heck by the the Birmingham fans for being an old Villa boy. Hurst, if it was his dad name. I've got 2 fans and I can hardly hear the stream myself. I will shout down the mic for you, Zoot, if that makes you better. Depends on how good the assists are. No, I got to create his own goals. As a man who's, as I say that, full well knowing that Timo Pukki never, like, did a goal by himself. Stanislaw again. Zoot, maybe it's what was that? Did I just get a Teams message on my work laptop at 10 to 9? What the fuck? Oh, fuck off. It's alright, Zuto. If we lose this game, you can go straight down the avenue of free kick merchant. Set piece. Oh my word. Oh my word. You can't really give it up there, Zuto. Get rid of play out from the back. Do 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 do. Benjamin Johnson. Do 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 do. Ben Johnson. Do 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 do. Oh, Kev Hurd subscribed on YouTube as well. What an absolute beast. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum. Oh, by the way, guys, the Wyvern should lose later. I've rotated into the game because I need to for the next couple of games. So please, no slander when we lose 5-0. Thank you very much. Is Zutek winning or losing? Can't tell if he's rubbing it in or not. He's rubbing it in, Zuta, off the back of you suggesting the photo in chat is him. How old is Ashley Young now? I can't remember. Is he either 35 or 37? Is he either the old retirement cohort in MFL? What's his ID number? Is it below 77,484? He's 40! Fuck off. Ashley Young. I can't remember spell Ashley. Ash Key. He's 40! Apparently he dropped a 7.1 rating in 22 minutes. Didn't lose a duel. Didn't miss a long ball. One key pass. Is he good when he came up just because Johnson's absolute fucking turgid? Right. SUFC Blades. This is Blades, by the way. He's playing in the grey. Let's watch the monstrosity of Blades suggest a football game to us. But we topped the London Mustangs with backups. I need to get rid of... I need to be able to turn that off. True, even I would have done a better job. I would have done a job of the Johnson game off. Johnson and Johnson. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm 5 points clear before the game even started. That's not a bad position to be in. Oh, teleporting ball. Moskalenko. Folks, if Musa Sizoshite plays tomorrow, you're winning convincingly. I think we'll have quite an exciting match tomorrow. Because it'll be a bunch of, like, not second string players, but players who probably should be, like, you know, in the starting lineups but haven't. But they'll be eager to make themselves, you know, in the forefront of their manager's mind. Johnson was decent for us, especially in Europe. Hey, here we go, like West Ham fan in there. Had a few stinkers, wasn't too bad. He left the stinkers for Ipswich by the sounds of things, Connor. If Iran Kunda starts, and I pray for whatever centre-back he is against. Is he a big lad, that guy, then? Or just pacey? 19 years old, 5'10". Why did this guy just scream of pace? You just play for Bayern. What the fuck? Absolutely rapid. Yeah, we're done for. We've got bloody Rui McConville, Harry Dar. If Jose Cordoba plays, he's big, strong, and quick. How about Jimbo gives away a common reward pack of every goal Hurst scores? Absolute cinema. I want to give away nothing. Birmingham will smash us in Cup Wednesday night. Birmingham's a tough game. Tough team. Cordoba's the only one. Oh, you watched, to be fair. Yeah, Cordoba's the only one who's actually semi-decent, but he lacks a lot of confidence. He was really good at what's the keeper fucking doing there? Oh, Benny's come by to fucking egg my house again with the tractor. Cordoba's decent. He's a proper like shithouse defender where off the ball he just runs into people. But yeah, Cordoba's decent. I thought one thing I liked about Harry Darling, which I've not watched much of him since whence we embedded. Oh, I'll have to keep my language correct then. Welcome everyone. Yeah, Kvitsgarden was decent when he came on. Harry Darling's got quite a nice sort of diagonal long-range radar on him, which is quite nice. It's so refreshing to see a centre-back ping the ball with accuracy 40, 50 plus yards. We've not had that at all much before, and especially when it looks like Liam Mann's going to play like a 3/5. When the full-backs, the wing-backs are high up, they're going to be in a lot of space in some situations, so having a full centre-back who can just ping a diagonal is really refreshing and really good to see. But a lot of those players haven't played with each other for more than 2-3 weeks, so we're going to need some time to embed. That's why he's the middle of a 3, it looks. Oh, Ralph Atkins. That's why he's the middle of a 3. I don't know how United have still got Hamer either. Kyogo is a handful. I was watching paint dry, watching Norwich. I hate to think what it was like watching Sheffield United then, Blades. Welcome to all the folks who are tuning in via Twitch or YouTube. If you're not following or subscribed to the channel on Twitch or YouTube, make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube to never miss a stream in the future. Because trust me, you don't want to miss these streams. And I apologise. I'll turn the fan off now. Any packs for Snakegate? For Snakegate. Snake is giving away a player later, which is actually quite a fun one. So once our Diamond League ends, we can give away one then, or we can do it after this game. I'm easy. I'll let Snake decide if he wants to when he's through. Keeper like an absolute melon, just sort of stood there and was like, I remain surprised Harrison Burrows. Oh, Burrows is a class player. We'll actually watch the Wrexham documentary, watch the Southampton head loss. I was also astounded that somehow Sheffield United made a profit on Kiefer Moore. There's only one team in the Championship which you can sell Kiefer Moore to and still make more money than you bought him for, and it was Wrexham. Some player. He's not bad for this level. He just has to be in the right team. He sucks, says Blades. He did get subbed off injured in the game from, I don't know if it was an ACL. It was second half, wasn't it? And he had a shot, and like it was one of those like, oh, what a goal. Well, he has a shot. The ball gets the ball, like, they both, as he shoots, the defender's foot comes in, they almost like sandwich the ball, and you can just see like his ankle just like flick and flop. I don't think though, I can't even spell his name to be fair. It's IE, isn't it? Kiefer Moore, not Kiefer. It might just be an ankle injury he has. Yeah, how much did they bought him for? Bought him for 1.5, sold him for 2 to Wrexham. He won the pen, didn't he? How long was he on for? 54 minutes. He gets promotions for most good teams. It's like saying he's decent. I think at this level, they want broad beam for mate, sell him for 7.5 mil, fella. Although the only thing is your options up top London Mustangs Academy win the game. 2-1. Does that mean you just keep marching on here, by the way, Blades? Yeah, you do. Oh, get rid of me in the bottom corner there. Thank you very much. Let's see how... Oh, my second team... I was kicked off. We won't watch that yet. Oh. Oh, dear. Let's have a look how the Worms are doing in their league. Oh, look at that. We're not in the relegation playoff. We play Benfica Crown next, though, which is horrible. And then we play Moorlands, who are bottom. Should be an easy dub against Sicilia. Is this a guy who's only got like 14 players? Yeah. He's got 16 players. Not enough rotation, so he's gonna... he's not gonna be able to, he's still gonna be able to maintain above 60% on 3, isn't he? Oh, 5, sorry. That should be a win. If I'm losing to a centre-back pairing below 55% fatigue, something's considerably wrong with my side. Mine be at 3 at the back he plays. With the CDM playing centre-back. It is way too much championship talk for me. I've got the bloody Bundesliga too. Doesn't even play this weekend. It's German Cup this week, right? Quite proud of the fact that... oh, well, look at your team now, Blades. Crikey, fella. This bloke does not give up. Who did we buy? N Daily for $100. Noel Daly, 6'3", 21. So we know he's going to be a 77. I have no clue on value of that, but it seems a fair value, $100 for 76-year-old. Good height, good age. Quite proud of the fact I'm managing a team that has predicted so far last, but about overall that isn't dead last on 0 points. Bosh, love that Watford. Oh, Porto just scored. He's Irish, so profit when Rory comes knocking. And Denilson Cardozo, right back 20. Over the last week has progressed by 1. Last week progressed 2 in defence. Last week progressed 1 in in pace. A Moose, we are so back, baby. We are so back. Progression. Oh, nice plus. So he's a brand... He's not an... Is it what? He's a pre-season pack. He must... Did he come from a reward pack? Flash of the week.
So back.
So back. A Moose with a prime sub. Love that from you. So back. Glad to see you in the stream, fella. Thank you very much for that prime sub. So, he must have been packed in the pre-season. Just very confused by the ID number of its packed pre-season. It may have just been an upgrade. But anyway, how much do you pay for this guy? 350. I ain't got Scooby on like young rares, by the way. Higher up rares that are young. Let's use MFL Assistant to see if this valuation is something decent. What is it? 83. 83, right? We know it's going to be at least an 84. By his progression, he's probably going to be legendary quite easy. Is it left back or right back? Right back. Fuck's sake. Oh, cracking. Yeah, probably not bad value then. Oh, sorry, that's you again, Blades. I ain't watched my other game yet. If you need another match, Bosh, yeah, chuck it in, A Moose. If you've not watched it, chuck it in, and I will I'll pause it. I'll have to make sure that you're closing your eyes so we don't spoil the result or the timeline. But I can probably change it for that, so it's all right. Let's see how the my second team got on quickly. Over 1k on there earlier. To be fair, I've got a soft spot for them. Went to Hanover years ago. Let's see how the Espartale's got on. Second in the league. Really need a win against this team. Should be beating this team, but we'll just see how they get on here. Comp, don't piss it up. Fabry. Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, we're so cooking. Top end right backs are in short supply from someone who has such a large agency with players across the pyramid. I would be one to believe you. Went to a rave and a bad swimming pool as well. If a swimming pool has no water in it, is it still called a pool? Just a question popped in my head. If a swimming pool has no water in it, is it still called a pool? Is it just a hole? I'm not taking the piss, man, but I just generally was reading your message and went, if there's no water in it, is it still called a pool? You know, like those really stupid hypothetical questions just came to my head. For those of you who are English and watched TV about 20 years ago, you know what was this show? Or the bit in the show and they'd always go, things that make you go, So, if a swimming pool has no water in it, is it actually a pool? Just a big hole. Hoodwink. Good evening, sir. Brainiac, that's it. Things that make you go, If a swimming pool has no water in it, is it a pool? Or is it just a pit? Is it a hole? Is it a... What would you even call it? The Dollar Club? Welcome in, sir. Blades. Do you think we need a 9:25 game? We can watch your one afterwards. Is it John Tickle? Welcome in, Dollar Club. I can't remember if I just said welcome to you or not, but I'm going to say it anyway. Welcome in. It generally just have a name for the building so it's still the same no matter if there's water in the actual pool or not. Schwimmen Pool? That's definitely not how you say it in Germany, but I just sort of made a couple of words that made them sound German in my head anyway. Let's skip to half time here. 2-0, Le Bosch. Schwimmbad. What if it's outside? Yeah, what if it's outside? Do you say Schwimmbad? Schwimm non-bad? Outside it's Freibad. As in like Schwimmfreibad or just Freibad? Camped with a hydration reminder. Thank you. Only Freibad. What about a paddling pool? Do we just call it a paddling? If a paddling pool's got no water in it, do you just call it an inflatable? What do you call it? Oh, red card. Watford, where's that red card? Frei equals free or in the open. Bosh. Does that have any meaning between the team Freiburg? Paddly band. This is going to be an easy cooking game. Oh, 4-1. How do we concede? Oh, cracking passing, fellas. Actually, I might put something in the engine suggestion about the defensive capabilities from throw-ins. And bad as like Bath. Show me a pic quickly of what you mean, Jimbo. What do you mean? A paddling pool. Hang on. Oh, tractor's going past, bear with. A paddling pool, like one of these. If one of those has got no water in it, it's still a paddling pool. Right. So, a Moose, you're going to play your game in a sec. Blades, you've dropped us a game. Looks like you dropped us a few 4-game games. What game was that? 9:25. We probably watched that after the Wyverns have played, to be fair. Might be even a better game than the Wyverns. Not sure we have a word for that. Oh, we're second. Come on, then. As if you've just said, as a tractor going past, the tractor goes past my house as well. Do we live in the same place, Moose? Right, Moose. I just make a quick adjustment. Let me just put a game on quickly here. And then just... Where does the... Hang on. Let me just put that up there like that. Moose. Yeah, don't look, fella. Let me pop this here. Libosh. I don't think you can see it anyway now. Yeah. Yeah. We've sorted it. Moose, come back, my man. We've got you covered. You can look back now. So Moose is the one playing in orange, by the way, folks. I've brought up the bottom of the screen, so even if I do wiggle my mouse, the timer doesn't appear. How upset was you about Cup game, Jimbo? You was good in groups. What happened? I don't think I was actually that good in the groups. I did win 4 games, but if you watch the games I won back, I was pretty lucky with how I won them. I think I kept thinking about tactics for ages on Sunday, and I was like, just stick with your 4-1-2-1-2. I really wanted to go to a 4-2-3-1 because it worked in the league game before. Blade's getting up there with rage bait. And I didn't do the 4-2-3-1 because I usually was like, right, if you're going to overthink it and keep thinking about tactics, chances are you're just going to F things up. And to be fair, Daka's, I thought he was going to play a 3-5-2. Isn't the reason why I played a 4-1-2-1-2. I think it's just one of my strongest formations. But I was like, if he plays anything with a midfield that it's like packed, like 5, I'm going to be in trouble with a 4-1-2-1-2. So I sort of did it myself, but you might have forgot to change your keeper. Oh, Borja Sainz with the assist. With the early door assist. My man. So let me get this straight. We've got the Wyverns playing in 14 minutes. I need to double check my tactics to make sure I don't actually... I'm going to get pantsed anyway because I've rotated into the game, but... Then you've got a game Blades at 25 past as well. Snake, you've got a game at 22. Blades, if we have time, we'll watch your one at 10-2. I can see myself at the bottom of the screen. Who got sent off? It's my CDM that got suspended. Don't care about him. We don't care about him. Oh, what a goal that is. Stefan Rupp. Not to be confused with Norwich legend Lucas Rupp. Big head. Will probably relegate my team this season. Blades, if I relegate your team this season, I'm incredibly sorry. Psych. I hope I relegate you. Oh, it's only 1-0. Do you think you get relegated this season, though, Blades? Borja Sainz, Borja Sainz, eats paella, drinks Estrella, he hates fucking Ipswich. I've got to stop that language when I'm embedded. Oh, I can't be trying a chip from there. Not at 1-0, you can't be trying that. Hopefully not. I hope we don't get relegated as well, mate. Half time, Amos, 1-0 to the good. Both teams had one shot on target. It's a little bit close, but looks like it's all been worth it so far. Our ad starts in 2.5 minutes. Snooze. I thought I'd be doing better. It's a tough div. It's a tough div. Oh, 2-0. Seven Rook with a second. It's like an MFL must hate Ipswich with only 3 licenses. I realised all 3 Norwich licenses for Flint are still in the packs as well. I should be tanking most of the teams. That's the issue. What is the difference? 68s, high 60s, low 70s. I can see what I mean by the goalkeeper, just 66 red chilling there. Yeah, I'm the same as you, Watford. I want a Norwich license to come out of Flint. I check like once a week. And knowing me, it'll be the time I don't check, one will appear on the marketplace or someone will pack it or something like that. But that league is crazy. But after break, I played top 4 straight. Yeah, you've got a really tough start to the season. The second half of the season, Blades, at the beginning of the season, that's when I had Florianopolis, Cincinnati, and I had the 3 out of the top 4 now in my first 3 games last season, or the beginning of this season, and now you've got beginning of your second half of the season the same as how mine was. It's horrible when you have a start like that, or just any run. I've got the bigger teams like Cincinnati towards the end of the season, I think, which is quite nice. I'm kind of hoping. I looked at that and went, if I can get a cup run, then maybe I can make use of those fixtures so I can rotate into them. But I don't think I'll get third. I don't think I'll be a miracle, I guess, to get promoted. But with the best Wyverns, with the strongest I've ever been. But who knows? The one thing I've always struggled with is having depth that is strong. Having strength and depth has always been one of my downfalls. I may need to address it. The opportunity cost of doing what I do with progression is that I don't have much strength in my depth. But I maybe need to have a rethink about some of my formations that I play to try and incorporate better strength, depth, and maybe take off some of the progression side of my players. But in particular, I want to do that at the moment. So it's basically a stone team what you've got, Amos, 100%. Whereabouts is it in the league? I'll have a look afterwards. Yeah, that's the thing. You sort of not got to count yourself out because you've played all the tougher games. But I don't think many of the teams in our league have got cup in the cup still, which can be a bit of a frustrating one as well. I'm saying needed more depth than most and lost to centre mid last minute and could not replace. See, the thing I've got is that it's my left and right mids. I've got Zutert's 84 left mid, and I've got my 85 right mid, and then beneath that it's an 80 rated left mid, like a 74 rated right mid. I ideally need like another right mid who can play maybe cam or who can play striker and be decent overall in both, so I can rotate him between them when my starting right mid's not playing. Because it's that position where it's a starter and then a rotator. It's not a position being shared and equally, filled in by a couple of players. Which, like CDMs, for example, and centre backs, you can have like 2 or 3. You can have 3 centre backs in a pairing of 2, or in the pairing, and you can just cycle through each of them, so they're equally, equally getting progression, equally getting. I guess it could be better progression for some if you had them all starting properly, but it's that sort of the opportunity cost of depth comes at progression, in my opinion, to a degree. Moosham Town. Congratulations, Moosham Town. Hey, Moose. That's not bad. Wow, this Valencia. He should. Oh, come on now. Background and Valencia logo. Merchants. Draw merchants. Yeah, I see that now. 6. Is that the most in the league? Joint most in the league. Absolute draw merchants. What's this guy's team like? I mean, that's not even. Is this ice? This is ice. I've seen worse ice sides. I had that with my main team that I sold yesterday. The depth wasn't the best, and the cost to get the depth wasn't worth it. And that's why it's like this player I've got in the Wyverns. This guy's so important for me because he's now an 84 rated. I've not actually checked if he's still the same, but when I bought him as an 83 rated. He's 83 rated at centre back and right back, and you can't underestimate how strong and how important and how beneficial it is to have players who can be flexible in multiple positions without much degradation in quality of that player. He went up to an 84. I'm not sure. Why does player 456 from Squid Game time if I type in player? He's still 84 at centre back as well. Like, how much? He's just progressed, so he'll be quite far off getting to an 85. I doubt he even will because if it's a tier jail and he's now 30. But having someone who's 88 pace, 89 defending at centre back and right back is just a really nice combo. Although I feel like offers have been Ali's pricing on his website. So we've got the Wyverns coming up in 5 minutes. Porto have now just scored their second. I do play a 3-back with him. I play him in a 3-back, and then when I want to go into a 4-back, he then becomes a right-back and 2 other centre-backs come in. I've got a left-back. Where is he? This guy. He's a left-back, left wing-back. When I want to play 4 at the back, 32 would be a steal. I paid 100 for him. When I want to play 4 at the back, Wataru comes in and plays left-back, and then that guy sticks in at right-back. Any progression from any of the players? Oh, Malay. That is like the godsend right back, centre back. Anyone would love to have. I just hope he doesn't throw up the retirement symbol next year. I got him this pre-season. I'm hoping that I want to get at least 3 more seasons out of him. I've got how many players on tier jail here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That honks. Lost all my games today. Do I complain on your feedback? Yes, you do. Yes, Zoomers! Zoomers! Monty Zoomers. We're going to call you Zoomers. Any other +1s? What a poor day. Might be a hot take, but I actually think adding offers has made the marketplace a painful experience to deal with. I don't get many offers, so I can't really be the person to say that and to provide my opinion. Let me actually drop down this bar here so you guys can see it. I hate it here. I don't think it's a hot take at all, though, as Snakes just said, though. Everyone will have their reservations about offers because inevitably you'll think something is relatively fair value at $50, but someone will offer 40. So you feel like to get your 50, you have to offer at 60. It just sort of creates a little bit of an imbalance. But I guess offers just allows for easier transactions. Let's go to the Wyverns now. And people to actually make offers rather than just having to rely and communicate on like Discord or something like that and try and offer prices. Oh, I could have focused down right. I didn't realize he was going to rotate his fullback. I might get cooked in this game. No, I believe. Kind of agree. Only get offers far below what a card is listed for. Yeah, very rarely do I list my cards maybe at 10% more than I think they're actually worth, just because if anyone offers. I don't think they necessarily suck, because how easy is it now to get players on offers than it was previously? Like, just say when we give away players or things like that, it now becomes really easy to transact those with other users. That CMU play was mine. Which one? Braun in Bowden? There's one player here who's got that I really wanted. I think it was Jewel. Has he gone up? Has he progressed? Yeah, I really wanted this guy off Gully. He's at 84 at centre back and right back, I think he is. Maybe I'm lying there. Could be completely lying. Or he was only like a -2 at fullback. And I didn't realise he was in my league, so I was never going to get him. Oh, no, we don't want the bloody code in there. There needs to be something in offers that you can allow just to block someone or just say no. Be like, enough. End. I've bought and resold probably over 300 players in the last season now, and I've kept a spreadsheet on offers. 1 in 4 offers is reasonable compared to my listing price. Right, come on you wyverns. Come on you hideous buggers. I need to pause your game, Blades, if your game kicks off at the same time. It has. Let's go pause yours then, Blades, quickly. Minimum offers would minimum offers would be nice. Oh, I don't want that goal probability thing there. To be fair, I've not had many offers. Like, I've not been inundated with offers for a player, but I can imagine if people got loads, then it could be frustrating. But I guess that's when you can just change them to not being offered. But at the end of the day, I think offers are still need to be included within a marketplace to go on. Oh, offers are sort of are a vital part of a marketplace. I know we can set a lowest price, which I would accept, but I always forget. I mean, to be fair, you say it's a pretty poor ratio, but anyone who's offering probably knows that what they're offering is lower. Is going to be something that's not great value because the buyer wants to have good value. So someone sending an offer is rarely going to send an offer which is actually something you're agreeing with. Usually it's at least a couple of offers to try and like buffer things up. I think people these days just chuck in an offer that's pretty low on a whim, whereas I think maybe offers should be being used for you send an offer, gets rejected, and then you negotiate with each other to find an offer and agreement in price, which you think is like the happy medium. But people like just chucking an offer in for like, oh, here's $30 worth of a player, here's 18. And you're like, no, come on, get a grip. Like, I'll maybe start talking about it if we get to, oh god, I could just, if that went in, I would have absolutely lost my rag. You know, $30. If they're offering $25, yeah, I can entertain that. We can have a conversation. Meet me at 27, probably got a deal. But only 3-0 down. Blades, I've paused your game, by the way, fella, if you want us to watch it afterwards, but apparently you're too busy seeing your team lose. Oh, what a save, Galtakin. Love that from you, sir. Yeah, those that take the mick and those that are good value. Wyverns aren't doing too bad this game, boys. We could be onto something here. You know, let's fast forward 5 minutes and we've lost 1-0. Yeah, if you're serious in buying a player, you offer something genuine because you actually want to acquire that player. So you know if you offer something that's not reasonable, you're just going to get completely ignored. Oh, a different match, cool. Loaned in 2 of Calver's players. How much did he... I remember when this season, he didn't take my loan to bring his goalkeeper back in because he wanted an extra 1% from someone else. Absolute Wall Street wanker. Come on, boys. Keep it tight. Not the dribble. Yeah. He didn't give me a WenDirk discount. His WenDirk discount for me was from 5 to 4%, which he thought was still not enough or too much. Oh, Ritterman! That's my 74 rated rotation player at right mid with an absolute screamer of a goal.
He must have a foot like a traction engine.
He must have a foot like a traction engine, baby. He charged me more for listening to WenDirk. That doesn't surprise me. Calver is shrewd when it comes to deals. Not in a good shrewd. Shrewd if he's shrewd one side. Exactly, when Zuto and I will be like, Zuto, we'll swap a player, and I'll go, well, actually, no, we'll swap, but you have 0 and I'll take 1%, or something like that. I'm just a nice guy. I'm not saying Calver's not. Go on, do it again. But I'm like, I just don't care about 1%. Just have it. Just have it. Love that from you, Zuto, if we make it happen. I mean, what do we say? 5% and 5% clause. Not awful to be fired to be there. It needs to. Oh, please don't piss something up here. Oh, we're through. Right, we're through. Here we go. Oh, Dixon. Salah! We are so back, baby. We are so back. Rotation Wyverns in the mixer. Lovely dinked-in ball from Dixon. The Hungarian Salah then just nods it in. Little dink. Quite the opposite of Darwin Núñez. He actually puts it in the back. Variance and action. No way. No way. Look at those stats, Big Will. I know you're joking. Big Sam in the middle there. Look at that B Sam. I've got Big Sam in the middle. Oh, he's offside. Who needs a first team when you can win with a second team? Oh, it's like half a second team. I couldn't put the full seconds out. I'll get absolutely pumped. How have you got a man with the pronunciation of Salah starting with C? It's a silent S, lad. Silent C, lad. I believe it's a silent C. That's what I'm going for. Come on, boys. End the game. End the game, lad. I believe that's a silent C. Surely a silent C. Georgi Salah. Georgi? Are we going like Victor Gyökeres, Swedish style? Georgi Salah. CH is Counter-Strike is CH. Shala. Inshallah. To be fair, I just saying Salah's just funny for someone who's 6 foot striker and Hungarian is so far removed from what most Salah's like as a player. That does bits for us, I believe. By the way, SUFC Blades. We can't actually look at the table yet because we need to watch Blades' game. Blades, we'll chuck yours on like 1 point. Oh no. It's getting that time in the evening when I got my window open and all the insects are coming in. Blades, we'll put yours on 1.25. If you don't mind, big fella. So Blades is in the orange. He thinks his team's going to get relegated this season. I think he might be right. Crazy to me that people do that. They might. I need to check up on this conversation. If you list someone for what they perceive as cheap, then they think you just want to sell quickly and expect to get an even bigger discount. Yeah, I can see that. How did that striker Calver get on board? No, he's still not progressed. We can go have a look, but he's still not progressed. We mentioned it on the pod. If my goalkeeper is 92% now, could they make it to the end of the season, or should I rotate once more? I would probably rotate once more. Benny, that's what I would do. Have I paused it? I've just not unpaused it. Brilliant. Cracking one, Jimbo. L streamer. Just doesn't even unpause the game. Blades getting relegated. Sounds good. I'll be there. Is Kev still here? I don't think Kev is still here. Oh, Squirtle. Yeah. Rotate one more time. I forgot what I was going to question and say. I had a really... So I acquired a new CDM in the off-season from Leon. Or Leone. And he's gone up like +8 this season. And I was like, I'll take him in. I'll have him for 3%. And he's like, yeah, go for it. Like half a season, bronze, 3%, whatever. And I'll give him an extra sort of like 7 to 8 games for the second half of the season. And I accidentally offered him 2%. Because 2% is like the default. I'm not sure if it's for everyone. It's default for me. And he went, oh, 2% will do. I went, oh, I'm really sorry, mate. I accidentally was like in the queue for my lunch at Lidl. And I just automatically just sort of defaulted in robot and put in 2%. And he went, it's all right, mate. I accepted your offer in Asda. I was like, there you go. Negotiations and contract offerings happening in the supermarkets. What better place to have contract offers? Oh, if people say like player info is worth X, so you have to sell for that price. People saying you have to sell me for that price. That's mad. I think for valuing players, you have to use lots of different sources or areas and use them in confluence. The right correct thing to say, use them in confluence. So you look at, before player info's prices were a bit whack. You then look at MFL assistant, and then ultimately you do your own valuation of that player. The marketplace itself is great because that's to identify the flaw of the player. But sometimes what I like to do is pick up, say, you go to MFL Assistant, type in the parameters, and look at maybe like the last 10 the last 10 buys or last 10 sales of a player in and about that region, and then just find the average price, and then find out the average price of, say, the last 3. So you can get an understanding of what's the last 10 average sale been, then what's the most recent 3, what's the average of that. And usually when I've done that, most people don't say, oh, that's bollocks, because they understand that you can't really go wrong when you incorporate like floor value and then previous sales. That is the best way to do it. It takes a few more minutes than looking on a website, but doing your own valuation will always get you the best price, most of the time. Oh yeah, stats can still vary, which is why I like to take more than, like 10, because usually in there you'll get people who have bought some with stats for more, some that have been lower. And ultimately, you then have to do your own check and go, right, every player is unique. So like you said, it can be hard to compare. There are some things you've got to consider: age, progression, positional flexibility with a player. I completely agree, Snake. Sometimes it can be long. And let's be real now, with the pace the market moves at, if I'm calculating the last 10 sales and it goes 2 months, I'm not even going to go that far. I don't like going more than a season and a half when it comes to player sales. Now, that used to be a bit of a problem because when the marketplace wasn't as fluid as it is now, back before season 1, it was kind of tough. Like, you're looking at sales that might happen once in the whole bloody year, or 3-4 times in the whole year. But now you can get more, albeit the one that we showed for Blades as right back actually hasn't happened at all this quarter. But I think you just need like good places to use other websites to get a baseline, which is like Watford Baby's saying, use to understand a baseline. But then you have to do your own, and because every player is unique, it does make it difficult. I don't think anyone here can say they can factually, accurately, and reliably price their players well. But at the end of the day, we are humans and fear and greed. We don't want to sell a player for too less. We want to get as much money as we can out of that player. So we're always going to go, it's a fair value. Let's price him for a bit more. Or I want to buy your player. Here's fair value, but I want to get him for a bit less. So, don't deep it. Look at prices from 1.5 seasons ago. That was mid-net layered hype. Yeah, the old midway through season 4. There we go, Blades. 1-0 fair. Oh, kickoff glitch. Please. Oh, Blades, I'm so sorry. Just absolute. Oh no, we could be alright. You could get a last minute winner. Oh, keeper nearly. Oh, Squirtle. Can we have a look? What was that name? What was that man called? Was he called Jesus? Julio Arenas. Let's go have a look at that back quickly. We need to pause the game in a second. We've got Snakes kicking off in 10 seconds. Oh, not a last minute. Oh, Squirtle. Blade's giving it all this. You should have bought Squirtle. Squirtle's naff, mate. Even though he did score 1 goal today, actually. Let's go back and just replay that goal from the kickoff. I just want to see it one more time. But those kickoff goals, when I see the kickoff highlight happening, I feel for you, Blades. I would be absolutely seething if I conceded that. Absolutely seething. That's a proper heartbreaker. Some mouthful. Jimbo, can you check one of my players, please? I'm wondering if he can keep up the current level of progression. Send him through. We'll have a look. Compared to every listing on the marketplace, you just need to expand your search if you're... Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a different... Oh, it's even a different league. I thought we were in this league. You've given us the link to him. We're 4th. Oh, we can still hone in on... Oh, I've got Bankers Genevieve next. Oh, we'll come to your game in a second, Snake, don't worry. What do you mean, what happened? We've been in 7th to 5th for ages. We've only recently snuck up. We have honked the place out for the most part. But that's a huge win for us, though, that one just there. Ah. Oh, we called him Squirtle. Because I just can't pronounce his name, so I just called him Squirtle. The bar, I've only used the extension for about a week. The bar below is basically how far that player is to progressing to the next overall. It just, bit like when you go onto player info and you can use the training and you can just +1 to see how many. It's just that. It is quite nice, to be fair, actually. So I know that Juan, for example, just needs a +1. Obviously, you have to go and... It's best to go look at what it is needed. So, for example, I know that Drodge yesterday... Yeah, I paused your Kings game, don't worry. I paused it 30 seconds in. It is nice to see it. And to be fair, it saves me having to go to player info and literally pressing +1 on the training to go, oh, he only needs +1 and everything. I think it was literally Drodged yesterday, needed a +1 in anything, apart from pace, obviously. But it is quite good. Right, what was this one we're looking at here? Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Love that from you, Hoodwink. Is that obviously I'll hear the update on Wednesday, Hoodwink, in the ramble. But how is Silver gone? I guess we had the midweek break last week, so you've only played, 2 league games now? 3? 2. 3? 2. 3. How is second half of the season go over Hoodwink? Did you get your striker? I knew that Kev said he was giving you one. Did you get another one, or was it just Kev's that he gave you? What's up, Blitzen? So we wanted to know, will he continue? Simon Marquardt, bottom of the league, but been playing well and games have been tight. good to be competitive. Can you, if you think you're going to get relegated, can you at least shift up a few places? I know the MFL earning is negligible in those differences, but can you sneak up there? Let's have a look. What was your question? Can you please check one of my players if I'm wondering if he can keep up the current level of progression? Well, I mean, off the back of one season, going up +7, there's no reason why he shouldn't keep going because it's so early on. It is a bit of the unknown. However, we are at a tier jail. So one thing I would be looking out for is how quickly does this chap surpass tier jail. That's something. But even if a player takes ages to get through it, they can still just bomb on afterwards still as well. But often a sign of decent progression, obviously it's very early on as being this season, is they just, they just smash through. Limited tier jail is usually quick though. I can't remember when I guess limited tier jail is common to limited. I don't have much experience of it recently, so I can't comment on that. Last 24 hours. What was his name again? So he's a left mid. Oh my word, what an absolute pants defence. Nice that his passing's not high. I say not high compared to dribbling and shooting. Dribbling we were propping him up as well as the shooting, but the fact the passing's not that high. No, hang on. Not common to limited. Shut up, Zuta. Zoomies. But I don't have many in that bit here. So I have that 4, but not many that I actually own. Or is it not having my own clubs? Bloody rage betting me, you absolute zoomer. I knew the second I said that, someone would say that as well. I knew it. I need this guy. This is the guy I've been looking forward to. Where is he? Hudson. I want him to get out of... He's got half a season left, or the rest of the season in Dev Centre. I want him to break through 64 really quickly. I'm hoping I can at least get him to about 70. He should be able to get 70, actually, to be fair. But Benny, to answer your question, I think it's pretty hard to say if he won't keep progressing at that rate because it's so early in on his career. But the signs of +7 a season would suggest that he's not going to be stopping anytime soon. I think that's probably the consensus that all of us here would give you as well. That's like my best Dev Centre contender, asset in there. And I think I've got like 15 I've put in across like the last 4 across since season 1, and he's the only one which is decent. But I think I was listening to it on the Ramble pod, and I completely agree with it that I find Dev Centre, if you've got the spare MFL, and by the way, Snake in the chat is in the grey. Dev Centre is better used when you can identify a player might be a quick progressor and then chucking him in, rather than using him to see if he's going to progress or not. We'll stick it on, Blades. We might have to watch it in 1.25 so we can get the diamond games properly. I usually go for 4 seasons, yeah. But, the one example I've got there is that Hudson guy. I had him literally on the Wyverns, the bronze team at the time there. I had him just contracted into the club for second half of the season, and he went up +2. I'm like, hang on. If he's going up +2 with just training, I might have someone who would benefit from being in Dev Centre for 4 years. And lo and behold, I've had him in there and he's +15 since he's been in there. So, I think... But I think also, as well, like I was just seeing Snake and Big Will, without reading your messages, I can just see the words lottery tickets in each of them. There is an element to it. If you've got the spare MFL, you can pop a lottery ticket in there. But I think, it's very rare. I won't say very rare. It can be quite rare that a player who's 16, 17 has crazy, crazy progression straight off the bat. Minted, zooms. But if maybe in that 16, 17-year-old period, they show signs of it, then when they're 17, 18, 19, the MFL to put them in devs jail will be a little bit cheaper. Yes, you're going to get them a couple years later on in their career than having them in at 16 or 17. But I think you'll probably be in a better position to have better progression from them. Not progression advice, but that's just maybe I agree with what they're saying on the Ramble when they mentioned that last week. Can you tell me when my man Sean Carr will become a Lego? Hoodwink, what is Mr. Sean Carr's rating? I'm assuming he's going to be a... I've just typed in Sean Carr into the leaderboards to the Hoodwink. Is he an 84? No, he's not an 84, fuck's sake. Who is this bloke? Where is Sean Carr? I'm now scrolling through your agency trying to find the name. Sean Carr. Progression, +7. Hang on. +23. Oh wow, +7 in 1 season and a half. Confirmed legendary, Edwin. Confirmed legendary. Is this your 352, by the way, Snake? Is this a 352 side? It is. I liked playing I used to play 352 just regular with the Worms, I think, first season. I quite liked it. Mid-season pack as well, so only 1 season. Wow, that is nice. That is really nice, actually. Scores, bangers, top shagger. Idolizers, Timmy Vaughan. There's only one that isn't 352. Bosh. I'm going to stick it on 1.25 if you don't mind. Otherwise, the amount of time Blades will have to wait, and then we've got the Diamond game. Blades might put a second snap back on and bet $500 on a roulette. But I think 4 years. I think 4 years or nothing is the way to go in Dev Center, especially with the addition of Flint. You've now got a viable division to put in those lower rated players. I like buying $1 lotto tickets that are freshly packed and throw them in there for 4 seasons. Yeah. I mean, there's so many examples now, of course, with how many seasons we're in of players who have been bought for $1 and are now a 90 plus or 85 plus rated player, and were originally 45. They're your dreamy ones. I think it's maybe Big Will and others have bigger legendaries than myself, many other users at MFL. When you guys experience a player who's progressing rapidly, after you've experienced it a few times, do you get the impression that when another player starts to do that, you pick up on those signals earlier? Have we had a Jimbo Elf reaction? I know you meant EFL. We had a whole EFL chat for about 45 minutes when the stream started. So we've already gone through all that. But like me having Hudson, I've acknowledged his quick progression before I put him into dev jail, and now I've got a left mid who's showing the same signs. I now realise I need to start playing him more and prioritising that, because I've already seen that happen before in a player. So with that experience, I now know how to, act off that. Which Big Will was saying, yeah, it's easy to see early rises. Once you experience that a few times, and by experience I mean you opening your MFL each morning and seeing someone playing, and or see someone training, you will know the players. Confirm, roger that. Right then, Snake, let's get your Dribby Drobby Platinum team in here. I was about to say bewildered snake. Completely different thing. I meant to say blades. Blades in the yellow against Dio in the orange. Before we get into Diamond League games. Once you experience a play moving quickly, you are able to see those signs in other players and act quickly off the back of them. Yeah, Benny took dog's abuse for Ipswich. He believes that Hurst is going to score 20 plus, maybe even 25 plus this season. Who do you support, Moose? Free player of roulette. I'm not complaining. I need a team Las Vegas if no one got one for sale. Latum was an 87. Yeah, I know Latum was an 87. Obviously, you've got Ron John Fortress with his... Is it Huang? No, it's Kwok, isn't it? Kwok? Kwok? Who's now like a 91 plus, so it's crazy. Lol, be skip confirmation income prob. Blake, what does that even mean? Lol, be skip confirmation income prob. What does that translate to? Lol, be skip confirmation income prob. Genuinely, if I wasn't reading that as English words, and someone come up to me and said, lol, be skip confirmation income prob, I wouldn't know what language they're speaking at me with. He's saying means I get battered and Snake's agreeing with him. I now read that as lol, probably gonna skip the confirmation. Lol, be skip confirmation income prop. No, I understand what he's saying, but I don't know how I read that from that message. Yeah, lol, just skip. I'm gonna get battered. Oh yeah, 3-0. I didn't even see the goals go in. That might have helped me understanding. Dia Egan on YouTube. Only just realised last week. You're Bok Academy. You're the team that I have to rotate against because I'm going to get battered every time I play them. Maybe it started with a power team, but hey ho, Chica Atletico win when they come to town. Yeah, you're smashing. I always have to we're playing you 2 games time. I'm like, right, I can play this game full strength and then go to that one. Did you want me to? I just completely went off that game, by the way, Blaze, on the assumption that you wanted to on the assumption you wanted it paused. It is 4-1 though. Quite controversial. What? Who you support? Oh, yeah, for Wednesday. Yikes. Another not Serp. Blades GBT. I'm not skipping it until you say confirm. We know the rules. You don't know the rules, get to know the rules. Should change my Twitch name to SWFC Owls 11 could be quite funny. That probably goes for Everblade's head. Doing Ian 3007. I'll be happy when I get my first ever tier break. Just started playing this season. Welcome to MFL. Hope you're having a great first season. I've just got one fast developer. +4 on 64. Yeah, when he hits that 65, that'd be very nice. It's when you get up in the morning or wherever you're from. It might be morning, might be afternoon when training's done, or you're watching a game, and you go onto your players, and the card hasn't loaded in its new color yet. So you go from the HQ, you click on players, and through that transitioning of tabs, it then changes color. You're like, oh, that's nice. Skip confirm. All right. That's still not confirmed. I'm taking it. So, for example, like when I loaded up mine yesterday, I have a tab on my phone which takes me straight to my players. I had this on here, and this was still showing as 85 but blue. And I was like, hang on, that's a bit weird. When I went to the grid and saw him as a purple, and I went, oh, that's really nice. Let me have my week where you lot are 24. Right, we need to pick a diamond game, folks, for predictions. We've got 2 minutes to get some predictions in. And that MFL is deciding to be slow. Not today. Tango Milano is the standout one for me. We'll go Bishoni Milano versus Tango. Sorry, Big Wilb. Have I got a Bashoni Milano that I can easily type in here? Bollocks. Bishoni. I can't even spell Bishoni. Bishoni Milano versus Tango. Result. Milano draw or Tango. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. Well. I can find it in a second. There's your predictions, folks. You can use your channel points to whether it be Bashoni Milano or a Tango win. Let me find it for you, Benny. I've only used it for the last week or so because I feel like that extension, that thing's quite nice. There you go. That's the link to the what do you call it? The extension. Go straight over his snapback. Be a Sheffield United fan when you go out of business. Right. Very quick prediction for that one. Good luck, folks. Cheers, buh. No problem, buh. End submissions. Right. The final match of this stream, folks. And then we actually have got a quick little giveaway afterwards. Oh, word closer. What a player this guy is. I need to load up. Need to load up a few things. The only thing with the extension is I'd like the option to be able to turn off some things. Like, I don't want to have this expected goal probability under here, so I have to just change the tab to make it disappear temporarily. Oh, you missed the vote. All on Milano in spirit. At least we put effort in. I nearly got emotional when they clapped us going in after form. I did see that after 5 minutes, or I did see them clapping. I saw that this morning, I think. I've not really followed much of that game, Moose. What was the reason for 5 minutes? Like, that particular time? Was it just you wanted to miss out for 5 minutes, or was there a particular reason why 5 was chosen? Protest. I knew it was a protest, but was there a reason like 5 was picked rather than like 10? I don't know if 5 was like the years of something or years of shite. Or what a goal that is. Okay, no reason, cool. I just wanted to ask that question just in case there was. I didn't want to comment on it and then find out, oh, 5 years is because he's owned the club for 5 years and it's been shambles. That's a huge goal, Tango. If we did not get rid £1 Prince, it would be the same as you last week. Up the Tango. $1,000 in concourse, then 2,000 couldn't get in because it was max cap. Half fans were out, so it was, wow. Wait, so you had 1,000 in the concourse, then 2,000 couldn't get in because it was max capacity, and then they had tickets, or they just... I'm very confused by that. Surely they... Maybe I'm just having a moment here. Tractor's going past again. Le Bosch. Half time. Tango 1-0. Oh, concourse has a I've never seen people not get let in because a concourse has a max capacity. I guess that totally makes sense. But I've never experienced that before. Not being let in because a concourse area is full. And I guess, yeah, that makes sense because you weren't going to your seats, therefore the concourse was full. Does that happen many safety reasons, of course? Of course. Does it happen in many? I guess it's a very unique circumstance that those sort of things happen in, but I guess there's also particular stadiums as well that don't have massive concourses. I've been to Leicester away once when we were in the Prem. We drew 1-1. But that's different when it's, Norwich at Leicester versus Sheffield Wednesday at Leicester, which is probably closer distance. So I didn't think it was normal. That's why I'm a bit like, Sheffield Station, we have shut platforms of when we're going down London to Wembley. To be fair, I would have thought if most clubs go to Wembley, they shut platforms because of how many fans go down. So when we go to Ipswich, we have to shut certain platforms so all the Norwich fans can go across. I think it's probably the same when Ipswich come to us. I'm never at the station when Ipswich fans get there. I don't fall in Boston, mate. Come on, have a go. Oh yeah, I can't fault Wednesday's following. Regardless of like who you support, obviously Blades is of a red persuasion when red persuasion as a red card comes out. You have to feel sorry for a situation that football clubs are when a club gets into a situation which is all to do with the pure stupidity and selfishness and greed of a particular individual bringing down a club at the expense of the fans, basically. It's just not right. And I know there is a regulator coming into the play at the end of the year, but obviously that's coming at the end of the year. So, Morecambe as well. I was reading that this time last week about Morecambe. I can't wait for regulators or just someone to come in and just do something about this, because even if Ipswich were in a situation, yes, I'd be like, inside, Ipswich, I hate them, yada yada, good for them, whatever. But deep down, I'm like, that's a football club with history that could be no more. And to think that the negligence of an owner, an individual, is going to ruin it for potentially, tens, hundreds of thousands, millions of fans, it's just so daft, and it's so depressing, basically. That is the sorry state of the English Football League in some sense, that someone could take over a club with no real background checking and just run a club to the ground. It's horrible. Exactly. Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, you're no small club. And we've seen it happen to other clubs where they've but we was there last season with £1 Prince and asking Sheffield United fans we didn't want you. Exactly. Yeah, like a lot of clubs, even if they don't go under and go bust, the opportunity cost of them not going bust, the fact they just get relegated and smashed down the leagues because they can't afford to run. It's horrible. Yeah, if one of them goes bust, there's no Sheffield rivalry. Just nothing up. Congrats, Big Wilb. Big from you. Sorry, we'll get into the finances of English football clubs there, so it's a bit of a payday, says some. Tango win. Steve Big win. Yeah, because Barnes is rather than him. Because I'm not sure you're being sarcastic there, but that's not the point. That's like me saying that if Ipswich go under, we can just go play Peterborough or Colchester. Not the same. It's not the same thing at all. That's Blades, by the way. Right, before we wrap up this, we have got a giveaway. And the raffle today is going to be, if you win the raffle, we spin the wheel, and whatever the player the wheel lands on is the player that you receive. So to give some more context, this was Snake's idea, so we thank Snake for this. Can I move my camera? Hang on. There's these players here. If you win the raffle, we spin the wheel of these players, and if whichever player you land on is the player that you will receive. Does that make sense to everyone? I think it does, right? So there's a couple of older players in there, 27 being the youngest, but if you win the raffle, we spin the wheel, and then Snake will give you one of these players. All old Snake, we're the young lads. All aging complaints of players can be sent towards Snake. So, without further ado, can I put that back down there? Wheel of Pensioners. So, this is going to be on Twitch. If you're on the YouTube side of life, come over to the Twitch and you can get involved in the raffle. As always, it's going to be !raffle in the chat. So if you type in !raffle, I'll bring it on the screen now. And you'll see them come in. Everyone's got an equal chance. This isn't like restricted or buffed for any particular users or anything like that. Everyone's got the same level. So we'll give you guys a couple minutes, and if you win, we'll spin the wheel, and you get that player. Something a bit different, something a bit more exciting. And maybe, if you like it, then maybe we can start to do. I think maybe we could do one like with packs on it, and most of them could be like common reward. But if you win the raffle, you spin it, and it might land on a better pack, that sort of thing. The question is, do we run a second spin for sub only? It's up to you, Snake. It's up to you, fella. We could do. I'll obtain, since my agency is too large. Very humble. Flash of the week. Very humble of you, Big Will. Watford baby with his 1 month. Resub for 1 month, sorry. Don't know why I just had an absolute seizure reading that. Thank you, Watford baby. Red cards out for the Watford. And good luck in your game tomorrow. Alright, yeah, we do. Okay, so after this will be for everyone. Then after this, with the remaining players, we'll do a subscriber-only entry. So everyone can enter now. And then I'll give you guys 1 more minute for this one. Then after that, we'll do another wheel for everyone who's subscribed. So subscribers get 2 entries, basically. Snake saying you're allowed it if you want. Let me put a 1 minute timer on my phone quickly then. 1 minute. Bosh. Those 1 minutes go really quickly. So whilst we're waiting 1 minute, let's go have a look at how the Diamond League ended up after today's game. Big result for you, Big Will, because that now puts you joint third, but joint second with Milano, sorry. Meta Mercenaries winning 3-0. What we got now? 8 games left of the season, and they are 12 points clear. So that's a 4-game lead. They could win their next 3 games, and Tango and Milano drop points, even 3x, and we could already see with at least 4 games remaining a Meta Mercenaries win. Is the Diamond League a Farmers League, folks? Let me know in chat. Is Diamond a Farmers League? Need to do my part here and give him back to you guys. Right, 1 second. Stop the timer. Right, so we're going to reveal the winner, who's going to be the first person on our wheel in 3, 2, 1. Wanwood 220. Are you in chat, sir? Rigged. Rigged, he says. Congrats to you, Ranwood. After all his Ipswich slander. Right, sir. He wanna packed already, no? Wanwood, can you give me a number between 1 and 6 to shuffle this wheel for, please? Three. 1, 2, 3. Spin the wheel. Bosh. Who's it going to be? Nakayama. We'll remove Nakayama. And he was the 28-year-old 70 rated centre-back. You probably can't see that. He's the bottom player. Sorry, he's the bottom player. That's the one I said about. You probably got one of the better ages and the second highest overall. So now, congrats to you, Wanwood. And now we're gonna reset this. We're gonna do it for subscribers. Let me reset the entries. Oh no, I can reset it. Let's reset the entries completely. So if you're a subscriber, !raffle, and then we'll redo it. So for these of you who are subbed, which I know many of you are, and if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not subbed, how can I get involved? If you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription to a Twitch channel every month. So if you've got Amazon Prime, there should be somewhere on the screen where you can basically subscribe, utilize your free subscription, and then you can get involved in the giveaway. So, yeah, nice and easy. I don't sell it as well as Nep did last Wednesday. And then like 5 people used their Prime sub afterwards. If anyone uses their Prime sub here, I'll take that as a victory. Let's go back. We'll give you guys 1 more minute. Let's go back to the Diamond League quickly. I'm saying all of this whilst you guys cannot actually see the Diamond League because of my fat face. I really should stop gifting subs. Samba, Ron, John, and Trust the Process with their side here. Atletico Ciudad de Mexico. OM Legends. Did they pick up a win today? Against Gold Feathers. Is her going to sell out? We shall see. It is very tight. That 10th to other spot is very tight, isn't it? 10th to even 10th to 6th. 10th to 8th really, but 10th to 7th. Still on a hunger strike. Luchadores, they get a win today. That's huge actually. Let's have a look at that. Oh, timer is up, folks. Timer is up. Right. So, for those of you who are subscribed but not involved, you've got 10 seconds, and then we're going to reveal the winner. Who's going to spin the wheel. Snake's also in here, so we know the rules. If it lands on Snake, then I guess Snake. If it lands on you, we're going to roll twice for 2 other people. Is that what we're going to go for? Of course. Right, so if it lands on the Snake, we're going to re-roll it twice for 2 winners, and each person gets a spin. So, our winner is, and everyone's like, please be Snake, please be Snake. In 3, 2, 1. Vanity 9. Congrats to you, sir, Vanity 9. Massive news for the unemployed. Vanity 9. Can I have a number between 1 and 6 for you, please, to shuffle this by? That is Snake's ult. Vanity's been an OG of a supporter, to be fair. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck to you, Mr. Vanity. Who's it going to land on? Ooh, Barbato. Let me move my camera out of the way so we can see how Barbato is properly. Barbato is the 28-year-old, 69 rated centre-back. There you go. So the wheel avoided the 31 and 32-year-olds. So we've probably got some of the better ages there, folks. So we've got Barbato going to Vanity, and then Wanwood, you're picking up Nakayama. So Snake will be in touch with the pair of you to give you your players. Obviously, with the introduction of offers, it's really nice and easy now. But thank you, Snake, for to be fair, I imagine Snake, surely Vanity can just send an offer to the player. He can just send a 0 cent offer. Oh, 0 cent, 1 offer cent. 1 cent offer, my word, to the player in game. But Snake, thank you very much. I think that was really fun method of doing a giveaway. Added a bit of extra entertainment to it, and probably something we might continue on for seasons to come. Maybe with packs on there, and so on and so forth. So I think it'd be really fun. Let's come back to the main screen. Thank you to everyone who has tuned into the stream today. If you've not checked out the most recent WenDirk pod episode, we had Big Mr. K on today, which is really great. Really insightful stuff, particularly from using AI to help you with MFL. But also, if you've not checked out, last Friday we dropped the WenDirk vlog for the Paris meetup. It was far delayed, or too long delayed, and I apologise for that. But if you wanted to see a bit more about what went down on the Paris meetup, see a bit more behind the scenes from a WenDirk perspective, from just a community perspective, from an all-round great experience in Paris just over a month ago, go view that. Very 2010 vlog. Phones in front of me. Got to meet some great people in there. So it's definitely worth the watch. If you have time on the Pat Drop stream, maybe provide another. We love the wheel. Spin the wheel, baby. We need the breakaway wheel to be back. For those of you who know the breakaway wheel, we love the wheel. Before we wrap things up and play the Champions League anthem as we always do, I always have to thank my subscribers for today. Bongiano, Kev, Amoose, and What for Baby. A massive thank you to all of you for subscribing. If you followed on Twitch or you subscribed on YouTube, I love you as well. Of course, we can always make time for a wheel. We'll always make time for a wheel. So we're going to play the Champions League music. Good luck tomorrow, folks, in the quarterfinals of the Cups. If you are in the quarterfinals, commiserations if you're not, but you can just sit back and relax, although you get no rest in your fatigue. The next streams will be Wednesday and Thursday. So a day break tomorrow so you can catch up with the pod. And then Wednesday and Thursday we'll be back with... Thursday... Let me just double check that actually. Have we got matches on Wednesday and Thursday in the league? If we've not got in the league, we might be able to... Wednesday, Thursday... Okay, cool. They're both league games. Cool. They're both league games. We'll definitely be streaming both Wednesday and Thursday. Bosh. So, check out the pod if you've not. Check out the vlog if you've not. Thank you for all tuning in. The champion... Blades? Hold it, Blades. Whatever it was, hold it for next stream. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great couple of days. Until then, let's hit the Champions League music. Which I can't hear. Cheers, Hooders. I actually can't hear the Champions League music and it really... Hold, Blades. Hold the door. No, thank you to you all. What did you even say, Blades? You'll do a play if you want. Hold it, Blades. Hold that. Hold it for Wednesday, Blades. No, don't give me the music on. I will have to go back and watch the VOD. I have to guess when it says the champions. The champions. Did I get it right? Who cares? See you on Wednesday.